We talk about all things metal, and just you, me, and everybody else in between. We're all the voice of metal. But there's one thing that I feel that we need to do more than anything else is to be welcoming of everyone, no matter who you are, because to me that's the most vital thing there is. And the whole point of going to shows and concerts and enjoying the music is to let everything else blend into the background, meaning we leave our problems, everything that we have out there, outside that venue, out there. What we have in there is one big metal community, one big family. People that care about each other, look out for each other, no matter who you are, no matter what you believe, no matter where you come from, no matter what side of the fence you sit on, no matter where you're at. That's the main goal. As far as I'm concerned, you leave that at the door. You come in and enjoy the show, you enjoy the people, you get to talk to some of the artists that are there, which I really appreciate each and every one of them, even if not everybody's going to think the same way about things. That's all I can say. Um, so, when the world outside becomes a deafening wall of static, and your only defense is to outrun the noise inside the structural fortress built from sheer velocity, there you go. The pit isn't just a physical space, it's a high speed engine designed to unify into one binding noise shattering frequency. In other words, that whole space that people get into, the pit, that's a unifying force. Anyway, so lock up the gates, throw up the concrete walls, and let the relentless sonic fortress of sheer velocity completely erase the chaotic noise of the modern world. Basically, leave your problems at the door because that's what it's all about. Oops, I didn't realize I had that there. It's my pin for my tablet, my display. Let me see here. Let's see. Let me get all the messages up here. Anyway, without further ado, that's what my focus is about, is things that get us away from all of our troubles, all of our problems, and hopefully bring us all together as one community and family, as far as I'm concerned, which means a lot to me because you guys are just as important as any other musician, anybody else at the venue. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, make sure you thank and appreciate people that are around you. Even Chad said, look to your left, look to your right. Those are that's your family. Watch out for them, they'll watch out for you. They got your back, you got theirs. That's what it's all about, right? Anyway, um, number 20 is Speak English or Die from COD, which is the name of the song, which is, I didn't know that there was even a song named that. A blistering crossover pace that instantly creates a chaotic noise sheltering barrier, forcing immediate mental lockdown and escaping real world stress through raw velocity. Hell, War is Hell is number 19 from Caustic Holocaust is a lyrical means of retaliation and relentless blackened speed thrash assault tracking global devastation and the functions of an absolute sensory shield against the outside media static, which I makes sense, right? Headbanger face ripe. Okay. Headbanger's face ripe. I think that's how you say it. Rip. Face rip. Okay. Headbanger face rip is what it's called. Municipal waste. I read that wrong. Lyrical means in relations to explicitly out getting about getting lost in the absolute violence of the music. It turns the mosh pit into a mandatory physical equalizer for collective escapism, which is really cool because that's what it is. You get let out all your frustrations right there in the pit if you're into that. I mean, I try to stay clear of the pit myself, as anybody can see. Number 17 is Mouth Breather from Iron Reagan. I think is how you say it. Regan. Lyrical meaning and relations is A sub 2 minute hardcore thrash point directly targeting annoying daily interactions designed to aggressively outrun social annoyances and background chatter. Number 16 is Executioner's Text, which I have heard and I really like it. Swing of the Axe is kind of the part of the actual song, and it's part of the title, I think. From Power Trip, it's a lyrical meaning is relation to critique how systems pacify people with illnesses that is its driving, commanding groove creates a solid structural sanctuary to hammer down external static. There you go. Beneath the Wheel is DRI, lyrical meaning and relation. Lyrical exploring how the societal machine grinds people down. The race crossover tempo physically embodies the act of outrunning the monetary of the outside world. Number 14 is War Inside My Head, which is from Suicidal Tendencies, which we all, I'm sure that most, if not all people, really enjoy and love. A lyrical meaning, relations, addressing the intense internal psychology walls, paranoia, utilizing the driving speeds to create a defensive mental fortress against external pressures. There you go. I like that a lot. That says a lot. And Gun Ho from Anthrax, lyrical meaning and relation, dealing with hello, how's it going? What am I talking about? Some metal music. It's about leaving your problems and your issues at the door when you come into a wonderful concert to enjoy the music and be a part of the metal community, right? What am I smoking? Don't do any of that. Anyway, the Gun Ho song is dealing with absolute combat readiness and hyper focus. This relentless speed thrash spirit forces the brain to lock into the rhythm section, instantly tuning out background static, which is really cool. Race War is from Carnivore, dealing with the black post-apocalyptic societal collapse. The raw driving velocity acts as a visceral force field around a sealing about a sealing out the modern world's superficial complexities. That's what it's all about, right? Oh, do I like Wendy's? Yeah, I like Wendy's. They're not as good as they used to be when I was a kid. I hate to say. It's gone kind of downhill since Dave passed away. I hate to say. Oh, gotcha. No, not that kind of nuts. No, I'm not. No, 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 no. Anyway, let's see here. Elimination from overkill. The lyrical meaning and relation is dealing with the contamination of total systematic shutdown. The track's sharp bass line and rapid thrash structures acts as an emergency blast door, shutting out real world static. There you go. Chemical Warfare from Slayer is number 10. Meaning and Relation is an explosive, hyper aggressive speed thrash anthem, tracking total landscape destruction and services as a complete psychological blackout curtain for modern reality. Number 9 is Power Thrash Death from Whiplash. A lyrical meaning relation is a pure tribute to the intense energy of live thrash. This blistering onslaught creates a sonic firewall that demands total focus and isolates the listener itself. What's that? Oh, I thought there was another message. Sorry. And hello to everybody, and thanks for the likes and subscribes. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, we are at 559. If you subscribe next, you'll be 560 to 61, depending on how many people subscribe. So don't forget to subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. So why not? It helps the channel and it helps out small bands. Right now, we're kind of talking about kind of a mixture of bands. I think most of these are kind of bigger bands, but not all. Which I did get to see some bands last night, and I'm sure you got to see some of the videos, little clips of some of the bands that were there. And it was a rather interesting night. I will say that much. I mean, it was a great show. I will, even certain other bands, I'm not going to get into all that, but I'm just going to say it was an interesting evening. Let's say, put it that way. And I don't know how many people felt the same way I did, but Um, I figured why not, you know, share that with all you guys to get you guys kind of psyched for small bands. I think most of those might have been from Colorado, so you guys know. The Bomb of Death. What's it? Oh, hello. How's it going? Is it, what was it? Michelle, I think. Barden. I hope I said that right. How are you? And everybody else that's watching. Let's see. Bombs of Death from Hitrix. Hirax. I think that's how you say it. Lyrical meaning and relations centered on avoiding total global nuclear annihilation. This high pitched, relentless thrash engine instantly unifies the pit into an overwhelming velocity current. Number seven is Take the Torch from Razor. It's a lyrical meaning and relation. I'm not going to say that every time. I'm getting tired of that. Pure Canadian speed metal, aggressive about carrying the metal flame, acting as a blinding protective armor against all extreme white noise. There you go. Strike of the Beast is number six from Exodus, a frantic old school thrash tale of fleeing a demonic force specifically chosen to simulate physical outpacting modern distraction and media saturation. There you go. Number five is The Pleasure to Kill from Creator. The sheer unyielding German thrash devastation tracking of an unstoppable force, creating a vacuum of completely removes the listener from their external environment, which is really cool. That I like. Reanimation Surface is the name of the group. Relentless Speed Assault focus on uh, resurrection. Oh God, reshaping our mental space into a fortified bunker where external interventions cannot enter. Interference. Sorry, interference cannot enter. Tankard from Tankard is the name of the group and the name of the song. An anthem of absolute escapist velocity, drinking away your real world problems, unifying the venue floor with a singular high speed rhythmic frequency. There you go. A Rise from number two from Sepultura, written about a world ruined by war policies and religious conflict. It's an iconic riff that builds on a concrete sound barrier, completely sealing out global decay with tribal thrash devastation. And number one is Battery from Metallica, is an exploit tribute to the raw, life affirming energy of thrash scene and venue. Its relentless velocity transforms the concert floor into the ultimate protective sanctuary. There you go. Okay, that is crazy. Okay, I think man, I think I got the wrong one. I think I did. Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, so how are you guys doing tonight? Plus, I got to tell you about the tour dates too coming up because that's important. Because you might want to go see some of the bands that I talked about on the list, which is really cool. Always awesome. Municipal Waste, which is I've heard some of their songs and they're really good. It's the tour. To tour is North American Fall Blitz in 2026, of course. Zurich, Berlin, Richmond, Norfolk, Virginia, from July 23rd, September 19th. And just so you know, most, if not all, or there's going to be a lot more probably tour dates than what I'm listing here. So go your bands in town app because they are definitely the go-to place to find all your definite metal bands or any other band that you like or enjoy. Check out their web app. You can go and check their dates, remind you, put it on your calendar, and you can even buy your tickets through them. It basically kind of gives you a link right to the page where you can buy those, whoever is selling tickets for your show that you want to watch. Let's see here. Where was that? I forgot the supporting acts on that. Circle Jerks, Negative Approach, and Battle Creek. Electrified Brain is the album that they're going to be touring, or part of their album that they're going to be doing with. Band Exodus and Megadeth are going to be touring apparently, which I didn't know. That would be an awesome show. You know, I've watched Exodus already once. A friend of mine wants to see Megadeth, and we haven't seen it. So that's one of the ones we should go see. And it looks like they're coming to the U.S. So 2026 is U.S. Summer Excursions. I'm not sure where at. Oh, July 19th through the 20th. So it must be, sounds like it when it says excursions, I'm thinking boat. So it says it's in California, Corning, California, and Paseo Robles, California. I've never heard of that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. From July, yeah, like I said, July is what it's saying. Local openers, direct package. So I'm assuming, yeah, that sounds like it might be an actual ship. Persona Nata Grata is the album. The band Holocaust is going to have their tour days Texas Crossover Festival. Or going to be at the, I guess that's where it's at. In Houston, Texas, March 2026. Supporting acts is Hell's Heroes Festival lineup. So they're going to be at the festival, Hell's Heroes Festival. Primal Future 2019 catalog retrospective is what I'm assuming that's the name of the album. I'm not sure. Sepultura is celebrating life through death. Is a part of the tour and final North American leg. Even though I thought they had already done that, which is kind of like okay. Salt Lake City, Utah, Las Vegas, Nevada, Berkeley, California, and Los Angeles, California. So now it means I got to go back again because that's not their last show. I thought I got their shirt for their last show with the tour dates on it. Well, guess what? They're doing another one. So, yeah, I didn't get the last concert shirt that they were going to be touring with, like I said, or at least get one from somebody that out there, like you guys or somebody else that might have gone if I don't go. Ooh, ooh, okay. This might be really cool. Oh, supporting acts is Ginger and Obituary. So not only you're going to see Sepultura, you're going to have Ginger and Obituary there. Three bands that are really, really awesome. If you can't go to any other show, go to that one because that's definitely going to be a really awesome tour. Farewell Tour Retrospective, Band Creator, 2023 European Assault. Hello, just in case. Oh, what's that? Slayer duped us too. Don't forget me. Oh, don't even get me started on Kiss. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. They keep saying, "Oh, it's gonna be the end of the tour." Even Slayer, even well, technically Slayer hasn't really put on a show. They just went to one or two venues just to do just a magical appearance. They're not doing touring. They're just going to a certain events. Like I think it's a few festivals is all it is. One was a racetrack, I think is what it was, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, in a way, I can see where they could say, well, that's technically not a concert tour. It's more like we're going to show up to a concert or a festival and just play, and then that's it. That's all we're going to do. That might be a little different than a tour. A tour is like every state, which I can understand because that gets kind of probably old if you're on the road like that much. Okay, where was I at? Sorry. Oh no no no. Oh, Creator is going to be in Europe as a 2026 European Assault Tour. They're going to be in Paris, London, Manchester, and Berlin. Which that reminds me about Paris. I found out the Eiffel Tower actually wasn't supposed to be a permanent structure. It was supposed to use some sort of future type show. Like it's kind of like one of those wave of the future kind of things or something. A structure that's supposed to be something of the future, city of the future, and they never took it down. So technically, yeah, the Eiffel Tower wasn't always supposed to be there, which I didn't know until later on. Which just is kind of interesting. The dates for that tour is March 2024, which that's a little past, and April. I think that's a little past too. So yeah, this is an old date. Oh, it says 2026. So yeah, that's past due. I'm sorry about that, but they were on tour. Anthrax and Tessa. Maybe you've been on the tour and you can tell us all about it. Album is classic disc. You know what I mean. It's basically their collection of old classics. Campaign is all it is. Nothing new. Even though it's apparently Anthrax is coming out with a new album, which I think they already have. No, they got a single. They got a single out right now. That's all it is. It was okay. I'm not as much an Anthrax fan as I used to be, but anyway. I think that's about it. I think that's the end of what I have to talk about. with unifying people at the door, being a part of the metal community, and being there for each other. And I think Chad Gray, oh, that reminds me, even Mick Jagger says, I'm here to have you basically perform a song that you guys can focus in on the music and put all your troubles behind you. The point is to come there, enjoy the show, and talk and enjoy it with everybody around you. You know what I mean? Because that's what's most important is enjoyment and letting your problems fade away and become non-existent while you're there, which I think is a major thing. Yep. Every time I see that, I think there's somebody like popping a new message up. It seems like it disappears and comes back up. I don't know. Something to do with YouTube. Who knows? With the live chat. Anyway, there you go. So before I go and you go, um, I want you to know I appreciate each and every one of you. And guess what? I turned this the wrong way when I put this on. Um, I appreciate you guys for all that you do, things that you are there for me. That means a lot to me. And also last night I had a wonderful time of the show, like I said. And also I thank the barkeep for helping, being so nice at the HQ. She was really wonderful. I don't know her name, but I want to give her a shout out there. She's the one kind of the brownish hair. I don't wish I knew her name, but I'm sure if she ever sees my video, she'll recognize me right off the bat because I got the guy with the Coke, and I got a couple refills, and she was awesome. She was really cool. I said, thank you for what you do. Appreciate it. So you guys do the same thing, tip. And if you can, I know that everybody can. I mean, at first I didn't. I said, oh, I forgot to do this. So I gave her some money for the tip and stuff. So, to help out. So, do that. Thank them. Be nice. And even people, respect the people doing their jobs. Don't be rude and crude. Just be, respectful of everybody, no matter who they are, because that's what it's all about, respecting everybody, right? All right. Thanks for watching. Take care, and you guys have a wonderful night. And I will see you next week, unless I go to a concert, which I'm hoping maybe I might be able to go Tuesday to see another concert, which I just talked about them when they're going to be on tour with Sepultura, is Ginger. So they are touring. I'm not sure where they're touring at, which cities right now, but they are definitely going to be in Denver at the same. No, it's a different place. It's downtown by the Rockies, which is a little more pricey for parking, unfortunately. I hate that. That's the only thing. But I did find out one little tidbit. If you guys do go parking somewhere near a major event and it's like outside the realm, you go to like say a parking lot and then you can pay ahead. Make sure you add an address that's close to the venue that you're going to go to. So don't put in the actual show name or the venue. Put in something close by. Like say like Dave's Hot Chicken was close to where I was going. So I put that in and it gave me a parking area. So I probably thought, why am I going to Dave's Hot Chicken for like, was it from 6 until midnight? Who knows? But I just figured I'd let you guys know tidbit of information. I think it actually did make a difference because I got two different prices. One for the tour, a place that I wanted to go, and a price for a place that was close by, like a sports bar or something. So yeah, and if it's not during the time where there's a game like either a football or baseball or basketball game nearby, that does help too. Um, it's one of those things, kind of like Metallica and stuff. They charge more money for drinks there versus a monster truck show. They charge more for parking than a monster truck show at the thing. So I parked. I mean, I basically bought a park thing. I ended up walking. The cheapest one was like $55. It was like ridiculous, right? And then I got an Uber to get to the venue because it was a little farther, especially in the hot Texas heat. So I did that twice and then walked back. So for both shows, so that helps save you a little money. So thanks for watching. Take care, and don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you next week. You have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you maybe at one of the concerts. And if you see me, let me know you're there. What's that? I like that. You seem the type of person to type your password with your eyes closed to respect your own privacy. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I actually sometimes I'm pretty good at typing in things with I don't have to look at the keyboard usually. I mean, it's not like I close my eyes. I just go like that. Sometimes I used to be really good at it. Now it's not. As long as I got a physical keyboard, usually the screen keyboards, not so much. It's a little harder. Like on your phone. That's the one thing I don't like about new phones is, I used to have like a little Motorola pager when my ex-wife, she was deaf, and I could do this. I could go because I could do this on the drive. I could keep my hands up here, driving, focusing on the road, and doing this. And go, and I didn't have to look at the keyboard. And then I just kind of glanced down real quick, and keep my eyes like this. And that was long before texting was a big thing. This is like way before texting. This is a pager, which is kind of crazy. A pager that actually had keyboard, and you can send text messages that way. It's pretty cool. So instead of a number, it's a whole text message up to certain characters. So pretty cool. Then there's the sidekick, of course, which I found later on. I found out that my screen broke, which kind of sucks. It kind of had a flip up screen. Yeah, it's real fragile stuff. So yeah, that was another way I could talk to her when we were dating. Can you believe that? Here I dated somebody then that's spending extra money for a pager just so I could talk to her before I even got married to her, which is kind of crazy. So that tells you some commitment there. I think somebody's underestimating my how to say who I was back then and still am back. I mean, before things happen, certain things happen. I ain't gonna get in all that, but yeah, they underestimated that. But anyway, who else would have done something like that unless they're really serious about somebody, right? Yeah, because so shows dedication to somebody. That's what I say. But now it's done. It's over with. It's no big deal. So that's one thing I'm very adamant about is being loyal and dedicated to the person I'm with, because that means a lot. I do my best, even though sometimes I think we all have a moment of weakness, regardless of who you are. It's one of those things, right? It happens. And I try not to hold that against anybody for feeling that way, because I think I felt that at least once in my life and thinking I was going to be the stupid one. But yeah, it didn't happen that way. It's kind of the reverse. So, anyway, there you go. But I definitely won't betray my metal family. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Well, at least, I might not agree with everything everybody thinks or says, but, hey, we try to meld with each other, blend together and come together as one, right? To be awesome, be cool, and enjoy having a conversation about the coolest metal bands ever, and even great music too. I think even just any music like the Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, which actually they're going to be doing a song together, which they already have. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag this on because I was going to end it here soon. So I'll do that now. I will end it right now. So I'll see you next Friday and we can talk some more. If you have any questions for me, leave a comment. And maybe I can get back with you. And yeah, if you're, like I said, small bands too, I forgot. Don't forget, if you're a small band, let me know. I'll try to get you on here, just like Black Velvet is one that I still haven't heard from. Well, I got to talk to somebody about that to get them on here, hopefully. That would be awesome. And Dr. Nez. I have not talked to him yet. I think I know how to get a hold of him too. He was at the one Black Sky Brewery that I talked to him there. So maybe I'll have an interview with him. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget, headbang, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you Friday. Take care. Have a good night.